Here we are with another Troglody's Guitars video. Today I'm showing off my personal collection of Spotlight Specials. This one, I'm starting with number 2, the second Spotlight Special made. Now if you're not familiar with the Spotlight Special, these are basically one of the early 80s reissues of the 59 Les Paul, where Gibson had a bunch of leftover curly maple tops and flame maple tops that they put a walnut strip. A few of them actually got mahogany strips, but most of them are walnut. They just put it together and made this beautiful guitar. As you can see, obviously this is a gorgeous guitar with its original case. As I said, once again, this is the second one made out of the very limited series of 211. And you can see this has the Lifton, the Gibson Lifton reissue case of the 80s, the rarer version of the original cases for these. A lot of them came with the chainsaw cases. That's where most of mine are in. The handle of this case is notorious for falling off. This one has a replacement handle. As you can see here, this particular Spotlight is in very good condition. It's not mint. It's been played. There's a little bit of fret wear, but it is what it is. I mean, it's number 2. That's where the value of this guitar comes in. The pickups and electronics, all original. There's a little bit of gold tarnishing there, as you can see. Now the poker chip, when I bought this guitar from its second owner, who's owned it since 1987, he bought it for, I think it was like $500 used on consignment at a shop. And I have his original receipt in there for all that as well. As you can tell, this just has a gorgeous top on it here. We'll see if I can get a light to shine on it here real quick. Help bring it to life a little bit more. Let's just use natural sunlight. This is probably my favorite top of them all. As you can see, it is, as you move it, it really changes character. It's kind of like a fuzzy lion. That's how I would describe this top. Obviously a very gorgeous guitar. I personally find its sweet spot is something like this when you're looking at it downwards. I guess upwards. Yeah, as I said, I keep a little journal of my adventures. I actually handpicked this one up. I have a letter from the original owner, as well as some of the recording he did back in the 80s and 90s with it, and the original receipt, and the hang tag, $400 consignment. Even back in the day, this guy got a killer deal on the guitar. We'll get into our normal view. Once again, this is number 2. And we will take a look at the back. Obviously there's a tiny little bit of buckle rash. But once again, the collector's value in this one is not in the condition of this instrument, it's more in the serial number. As this was the second one made, but you know, the first one that wasn't a prototype. As you can see here, the original owner probably had a ring on or something and kind of dinged that up just a little bit. But other than that, that's probably about the worst thing on this guitar that I remember off the top of my hand. There you go, 83002. the second of 211 of these. Take a look at the sides here. Once again, it is all original, except for the missing poker chip. But you know, maybe it was shipped without it. Or the guy just took it off. I personally prefer it with it taken off. You can see there's a little bit of weather checking right here where it exposed the maple cap. I guess the other biggest flaw is there's a few spots where the lacquer has bubbled a little bit, and I kind of poked at that one, so it made a little bit of damage to it. And there's a few other of those bubble areas. That's another one. Just kind of got popped at some point in time. But what I love about this one is that gorgeous mahogany neck on it. I mean, this one definitely has the most wood grain out of the 5 I currently own. Overall, the lacquer has not aged too much on this one. And besides just a little bit of bubbling lacquer on the guitar and some few nicks and dings here and there, the guitar is in very good condition and is definitely a piece of history here. So once again, this is Spotlight Special number 83002. There it is in all its glory. Thank you for watching.